Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Between Carlines. We are your hosts, Christy, Christina, and Jenna, and we are three moms trying to do life in the short daylight hours between car lines. On today's episode, we discuss copycat recipes, Teacher Appreciation Week, and Brewhouse booties. So buckle up and enjoy the ride. Welcome back to another episode of Between Carlines.
Hey.
Hi.
We hope you enjoyed our last special episode with Adam.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Fun, right, guys?
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
We normally film during the day, like Between Car Lines, but we had to match up with Adam's schedule and our schedules. So we did like a Saturday night podcast and the vibes were good.
It was. He was fun.
Yeah, you never know how a random stranger is going to be when you invite them.
It's a risk every time.
He was good. I was like, man, he could be on this full time with us.
I know. He was too good. Like, there's pressure now for the next guest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you know what? Like he said in his thank you text message to us, he was like, you guys made me look good. Like, I think we make people look good. I don't, we'll see. We got to get a real boring guest on.
We've had one, like, real, legit, like, we didn't know guest. We've had our friends on, but, like, let's not give ourselves too much praise yet.
None of them told us we made them look good.
No, they did not. And many have not returned, so I don't know what that says about us.
Our friends that have been on have been anonymous. So, and they didn't show their face. So, I don't think it counts.
Yeah.
My
we didn't interview anybody.
Our abilities.
We'll see how this progresses.
We're good. That was a good episode.
Yeah, it was. I
watched it yesterday. I really have enjoyed the junk in the trunks. The like taste testing things. Yeah. Which for me is a huge, very surprising.
It's like exposure therapy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say maybe we need to do it more, but I'm like, no, please don't, because I don't.
Yeah, you say that and then you'll get a bucket of pickles.
Oh,
yeah.
Please,
do
no.
it.
I wouldn't eat the vinegar chips for a reason.
Yeah, but then when you tried those lime chips and the voodoo, and both of those had that kind of vinegary flavors.
The lime didn't. The lime tasted straight citrus.
Yeah.
But see how we're helping you? How great we are?
You're the best. Also, Jenna was the favorite, which I don't even know how that happened.
I feel like we need to follow up and see if at the end.
I'm like, what did Jenna do?
Jenna's offended face is going on right now.
What is other than having big dogs and agreeing with the Jeremiahs? I don't understand how she was the favorite.
I know, and I agreed with the Jeremiahs, and I had talked to him for days leading up to it, and 3 seconds in, Jenna's the favorite.
And you called him, but you had also called him a schmuck, which I never called him a schmuck.
You insulted his Instagram following, so.
Oh, that's true, I did.
You did.
I didn't insult it, but I was like, oh, he only has this. Because Christina was talking him up like he's driving around town. He's getting pictures on cruises with people.
Yeah. Well, his Facebook is where it's at.
Right. I would have thought it would have been higher, but it will be.
Yeah. Keep digging your hole.
And then I was like, he has more followers than we do. So I did say that. But it all started with the business card he left me. I just have to say.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. So he started it all.
Yeah,
that's true.
Started it all. Again, Christy's taking over. It's her. She did it all.
But I thought it was really nice that his wife sent us a little.
I did.
Yeah,
you watched the episode. It was cute.
I loved her message. I really did.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
Oh.
All right, let's put it in reverse.
Okay. Yeah, so we had to put it in reverse even farther than the Honest Food Guy episode because we haven't put in reverse the other episode yet. So I have some stuff from that one.
Oh, jeez.
I'm counting on Jenna to tell us how that kava dressing turned out.
I'm ready.
Ooh, she made it.
Looks good.
It does.
It's a little greener than I thought.
I think that's just the lighting. It's really
that's the lighting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's it taste? Really easy. I haven't tasted it yet.
Oh, she's going to taste it right now.
Ooh, live tasting.
Wait, what's she dipping in there?
It's a Tostito?
Carrot?
Carrot.
Carrot.
Why of all things, a carrot?
Because it's like the tasteless thing.
I don't think they're tasteless at all.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of ingredients did you have to put in it?
It has olive oil, red wine vinegar, Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, and basil and garlic.
Oh, I could make that without even going to the grocery store.
Yeah, I had everything here.
Nice.
It's good. I think I would get a better olive oil, like not my normal cooking olive oil, but like a dipping,
like a fancy
olive
one.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
No, it's good. I'm not saying I'm not gonna go to Cava and get my bowl.
Of course not.
My $17 bowl. I'm not giving that up. But it's good.
I went the other day to Cava. Well, I brought it home and I saved half of my bowl. And since I'm not Whole30 anymore, I got the pita chips.
Oh, they're so good.
I ate the leftovers cold on the leftover pita chips yesterday. And I was like wishing I had more. It was so good.
I'm wishing I never had the pita chips ever.
That's probably would have been better.
So good.
Yeah.
You guys need to tag Cava in this clip. Maybe get some coupons.
I need a coupon.
You didn't ask Adam about his Cava. But he doesn't do chains. Well, he does, but he tries to do like local establishments.
Yeah. The problem with Adam was after, when I was looking back and editing the episode, there were so many questions where I was like, why did I not ask this question? This was a missed opportunity. Like, so many things I could have asked.
We can have him back again at some point, you know?
Part 2, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Did Steven ever tell you the story about somebody saying bitch in the hallway or no?
No, he did not know. I was like, oh, did you like hear something in the hallway today? Did you hear? And then finally I'm like, did you hear a teacher say a bad word today? And he's like, no. He had no idea what I was talking about. And then I'm like, okay, were you in the hallway alone? And did you see teachers talking? And he's naming like, oh, this person and this person, this person, and this person. And then he had his final guess. And I texted Christina. I was like, was it this person? And she was like, no. And so.
Well, because he probably was out in the hallway many times. He likes to be out among the people, not in the classroom.
That's funny.
He must. Yeah. So that teacher got away with it.
They got away. Got away. That's so funny. All that anxiety over it, and he didn't even hear it. Okay. We're going back to the harbor pilots again, and we talked about the Skyway Bridge collapse, and then you brought up the Baltimore Bridge collapse, so then I felt like I had to look up the history behind that one. So I'm coming to you hot with another bridge collapse.
I'm not going to lie. I skipped through when I listened to last episode, your Skyway Bridge talk. I'm like, nobody cares about this.
I think it's interesting. It's a little piece of our history.
Yeah, there might be people out there that care. So
maybe
go on with your Baltimore.
Well, this was the thing. You made the Baltimore Bridge collapse, and you'd know this if you had listened, but you didn't. So you made the Baltimore Bridge collapse sound like it was much more catastrophic than the Skyway Bridge collapse. Like it was so bad. But it actually wasn't. It was
really
wasn't it like closed for construction? Like they were doing.
It wasn't
like one lane was closed or something.
It wasn't closed. It was construction was happening on it, but they anticipated the impact, so they really quickly told police to shut it, and only the construction workers who were working on the bridge were the only ones basically who weren't able to get off.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I remember the construction workers, but
basically the pilot did the same thing as before, except he also asked for traffic to be stopped, but he like dropped his anchor and tried to do all that, but ended up hitting a pier. 6 bridge maintenance workers were killed as a result of the impact, and 2 of them were rescued from the water. So that's the story of that one.
Wait, that they lived? 2 were rescued and lived?
Yeah, 2 were rescued. And lived.
Wow.
I think it probably also
sent
that's
50.
Insane.
They sent 50 divers into the river to try to rescue and recover people.
But like also we have much better communication now. Like back when the Skyway happened.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like the radio call. Like it's much different.
They couldn't stop traffic.
Yeah. Anyhow,
wow.
So, the more you know with Christina.
Sad stories with Christina.
Okay, and now we're going to a funny one. I got a comment about the last episode where we did the Peeps tasting.
Uh-huh.
The listener messaged me and said, well, it is pretty funny. She's like jamming them up her nose.
She was.
It's like,
right?
It's like one of those mass spectrometer tests. You really got to cram it up your nose for it to work.
But then she denied it. She was like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Like,
I did not feel like it was up my nose. It did not feel like it was.
But you were putting it on
the
only one
is so
side.
large, and my nose hole is so little. It was
just
held
the
right
beak.
up. It was held right up to my nose.
It was
but
touching
wasn't
it
in the nose.
Oh, so funny. Yeah,
we'll agree to disagree on this.
Yeah,
but that was
but
even
the listeners, the viewers, I should say, because they were watching it on YouTube.
Well, you viewers are not me and don't have my body, and I could feel where it was, and it was not up my nose, okay?
When I smell things, I don't like push it. Like I don't touch my nose.
I don't touch my nose at all when I smell something.
I couldn't smell it, so I was like trying to really get it up there.
So you were like rubbing your nose hairs on it, like really feeling it out.
It did not touch my nose hairs. My nose hairs are up in my nostril, okay?
Where you put the beak.
Did you skip that section of the pod too when you watched it back?
I watched it, okay?
Fast forward, it looks good.
But I felt it myself.
You felt it in your nose.
No.
Okay, moving on. That's all of mine.
I'm just glad somebody else pointed it out because it was
someone
alarming.
else did. And it wasn't like I was messaging people saying, "Hey, did Christy put the beep in her nose?"
Did you notice?
That was the only message I got about the episode. Oh.
Was it a stranger or somebody we know? Oh no, they messaged you.
Yeah, they messaged me. It was somebody we know.
Well, I looked like a complete idiot this week at the laundromat. I had to wash a rug, like the washable rugs, but I'm afraid to put that in my washer because it was huge. So I roll up to the laundromat and I realized I only had $100 bill. And so I like walk up to the lady. I'm like, hi, can you break 100? And she looked at me like I was the biggest idiot in the world. And I had a card from a time before and it only had $8 on it, but I needed $14 to use the big washer. And so I was like, well, okay. So I leave, I go to the ATM, and in the time that I go to the ATM and get back to the laundromat, I've lost the card that has $8 on it. So now I have my 220s. I am ready. And then now I have to go to her and get change because you have to have a 5 to buy a card. And so she's already
a 5?
Yep. The card is it was a whole thing. So I had to change out my 20. She's already annoyed with me because I've been like, can you break my 100? And then she like does it and she's like, well, what are you doing? Don't you have a card? I was like, no, I've lost it. And she's like, you've lost it? And I was like, yeah, I lost it. I don't know how, but I've lost this card. And so I go, I get a new card. I put my money on it. And then I look around and I'm like, I didn't bring any laundry detergent.
No.
Here I am.
So you have to buy it there?
I had to buy some laundry detergent.
Yeah.
$1. I got 2 because it was a big rug. And then I literally throw it in. I do it. It takes 20 minutes to wash it. And I just crumple it up and throw it back in my basket because I'm just getting out of there. And she's like, you don't want to dry anything? The dryer's included in your load. I was like, no, it's just a rug. She's like, a rug? And I was like, ma'am, please let me go home. Just sometimes I feel like I'm a smart person sometimes, but sometimes real dumb.
So you didn't give it a little dry?
Well, it has rubber on the back of it, so I didn't know. Like those dryers get really hot.
Yeah.
I should have offered somebody there to use the free dryer credit, but I just needed to get out of there because not smart enough to be at the laundromat. And then my neighbors think I'm crazy because I laid it out in the driveway to dry. And I was like,
did it rain?
No.
Oh.
But I was like, it'll probably happen next time. But I was like, I need it to be flat so it lays like it dries flat in the sun. It ended up being great, but in the process, I am an idiot.
Good job, Jenna.
But I got a star on the calendar for that.
If I ever need to go to the laundromat, I will not bring you.
Christina and I did great at the laundromat when we went.
Well,
I'll bring
good.
Christina then.
We were
Seamless.
good. We had a great time. It's good people watching.
Oh, it really is. Yeah.
I wish I could throw my rugs, but they're not like machine washable rugs.
Like, I wouldn't recommend this rug. I would, if somebody was like, I'm going to get a machine washable rug, this is not what I would recommend. But it's just a placeholder until we redo the flooring in the whole house. So, but that's what I did this week.
Chrissy, are you going to take us on your sourdough escapades or?
I was talking to my aunt on the way home to hear from dropping off Summer, and I'm like telling her, and then I woke up at 5:45. I had to put my first loaf in the oven at 6. Then I had to start my new batch. Then I had to stretch and fold for 2 hours. Then I threw in my other loaf in the oven. All by the time I had to leave to drop the kids off at school. So this sourdough venture, and I've been having nightmares. Like the past 2 nights, I have not slept.
2 nights in a row.
I keep waking up like, oh, did I forget to do this? Oh, I gotta do this. And
see,
then
that's
like,
when
oh,
you
no,
gotta
don't.
throw the towel in. That'd be out. When it affects my sleep, I'm out.
I think it would be okay, but you're like trying to make so many loaves in 1 week for some reason. Like you're making so much.
Well, because I have the stuff, I'm in the groove of doing it, and I'm like, oh, and I'll just make 2 for Summer's teachers, and I'll make 1 for Steven's teacher, and I'll bring 1 to Naples. But like the timing of it all is getting.
Do you think you're gonna like burn it out? Like I would get to the end and be like, never doing that again.
I think I'm gonna take a break when I'm away this weekend. And then when I come back, we'll see what happens. I think I do want to try bagel. I want to try other things besides the artisan loaves because I think those take the most amount of time and effort. But there's so many other things I can make. So,
well, like my family's willing to be the test. We're great critiquers.
Yeah,
everybody liked it
because I can't eat all of this. But I need someone to cut into it and show me what the inside look, because you don't know if it's good. I mean, it's all going to taste good.
Yeah.
But to know if you've like perfected it, you have to see what the inside looks like.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. The one I sent you this morning that looks really good on the outside, like it got that ear nice,
that
which is the
good.
first time I've gotten that. I don't know. I score it the same way every time. I don't know. I might have Summer's teacher text me a picture later. Like, when you got this? I gave one yesterday to Cecilia's good friend that lives in our neighborhood. So her family cut into it last night and sent us a picture, but it looked just like Jenna's. They were part of the same batch. So
that was tasty. Very tasty.
Yeah. But
Wyatt
I got
really
the
likes it.
bags. Christina was my first customer. So I didn't have the bags at that point. So I had to wrap hers in saran wrap, which was not a good look.
Yeah.
It's not
But
Still, we have like one little piece of it left and it's just wrapped tightly in that saran wrap on the counter. Libby wanted to eat it for breakfast. I told her, I was like, oh, I'll give it to you guys for dinner. So I'm going to give them the rest for dinner.
Aww,
You
that's
get
so
to bite.
cute. I love that they like it.
Oh, they
Do
do.
your
When I
kids
showed
like
her
it?
that loaf that you sent us the picture this morning, she was like looking over my shoulder when you sent it. And she saw it and she goes, oh, is Miss Christie going to give us more bread? And I said, no, that one's for someone else.
I will. I'll make more when I come back. Because I bought the expensive flour last night. Well, my friend said buy these 2 types of flour, but Walmart didn't have the one. So I just got like a different brand, not thinking, I was like, oh, bread flour is bread flour. Well, no, because like every person I watch on TikTok, they're like, you have to use King Arthur's bread flour because it's got a higher protein content. And so I grabbed a little bag from Publix because they only had the little bags. And I had to use the whole thing for my 2 loaves today that I'm doing.
This is an expensive hobby.
So yeah, but I heard Costco sells them. So we'll see how much it is and how many I get out of. Because the big bread flour bag, I got like 5 loaves out of. So I don't know. We'll see. But I totally understand. Like, we have a good friend, Jackie, that's been doing sourdough for a while, and she's so good at it. And I'm like, why don't you do a little business? She's like, I'm too type A and they don't come out as consistent every single time. And I would want them to look the same. And I see that because I've used the same dough and made two and they come out completely different.
Right.
So I'm sure the professionals have it down to some sort of science and know, but my Google searches right now are so crazy. It's like, what if I forget a stretch and fold? How long in between? What if I do this? It's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it feels so good to present it to somebody in the cute bag with the sticker on it. I'm so excited to bring Summer's teachers theirs today. Like, I think they'll be really excited about it. So
yeah, and I think people who are eating it don't care as much about the weird little nuances that you're caring about because you're baking
only
it.
Like
you
the
know,
sourdough people really,
right?
And Joe
of people
and Joe.
Joe's very judgy. If you need something judged and you want critique, Joe is the person. He critiques. But I did
see something about what he was talking about with the pan of water in the oven with it. So I thought that was interesting.
Who knows? His family used to own a bakery.
Did you try it at all, Jenna, or no? Because you're doing the carb thing.
Yeah,
you did.
I did.
Did you taste doughiness or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Like when you cracked it open, if you looked at it, you could see like just a little bit along the bottom. Like the bottom was good and crispy, but there was just a little bit of
doughy.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Okay. I was just wondering if he was such a connoisseur that I wouldn't be able to determine there was doughiness in mine, but there was no doughiness in mine. So I think mine was just different.
I just roll my eyes when he starts critiquing things. Like, he's one of those people. And I'm like, just shut up.
Because I really wanted.
Sometimes it's great.
Then I can Google, like, oh, there's a little bit of dough at the bottom. What does that mean? How do I fix this?
Right.
Which, for our grandparents, if they made sourdough, how did they do things? Because Google has been my best friend this week.
Like, how did they get
every little thing? And then who thought of this to begin with? To ferment and feed starter, and who came up with this?
People that didn't have anything going on, like back in the 1800s, what were they doing?
They're like, oh, let's mix some flour with water and then do it every day for 2 weeks to get starter, and then I don't know.
Also, like all the things, like not just sourdough, all the things. Like, how did they do anything?
Anything. I'd be very interested to try gluten-free, but I heard even from like expert sourdough people that the gluten-free is just so much harder.
Oh, let's not.
But I think Lindsay's been doing it. So I'm going to message her and just see.
Oh, Lindsay, like our friend Lindsay?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
she made
Lindsay?
her own gluten-free starter.
Who are we talking about?
Maybe I'll steal some.
The Ballerina Farms girl, she really makes it look so easy.
She makes everything look easy, okay?
Effortless. Like, she has her new ballet studio.
She goes out and milks her cows and brings it in.
She had a baby
her own butter.
and 3 days later milked a cow. Like, I was like, I was still being milked like a cow 3 days later, laying in a bed, and she's out there with a baby. No, she's a different breed. Good for her. Not me.
All right. Enough about my sourdough.
Yeah.
But if anyone does want to taste test some things, let me know. Because I told Sydney, I was like, Sydney, I'm doing sourdough now. I'll bring you over a loaf. She's like, oh, good.
You need one of those things that'll slice it so you have like sliced bread. Like,
yeah. You know what I really need? A stand-up mixer.
Yeah, a cute one.
Wait, you don't have what do you use?
We can't. I'm sorry, I can't see it.
Oh, you can't?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Wait, you don't have a mixer though, for real?
No, I don't have one.
Do you have like a hand mixer? But
I do have a little hand mixer that I use sometimes.
What you've been using?
Yeah, girl. 10 minutes.
I'm just so in shock. You make cookies and stuff. You don't have a mixer?
10 minutes. No.
Yeah, I feel like that's
things the hard way. Yeah.
I know, because I'm
Oh,
like, I
man.
never bake. What do I need a stand-up mixer for?
Aesthetics.
But it would definitely help with this dough situation.
It looks cute on your counter. You
Yeah.
could get a cute bowl for it. The green one with the wood bowl.
I have
want
enough
that
on
one.
my counter as is. I'm ready to just get rid of everything on there.
I wish I had one of those cabinets where you open it up and it has the thing that comes out with your mixer on
Yes.
it. Oh,
That's
that
what
would be so good.
we're talking to the cabinet guy.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
getting
add
that?
in there?
Oh, yeah.
No, but
Oh, are you going to get it? The pot filler that's above the stove?
no, that's like a whole. Our
Yeah,
stove
because
in
you
our
got to have plumbing.
yeah.
But I could,
That's like a
because
start from
guess
scratch.
what? Right behind my stove
Yeah.
is my shower. So there's plumbing there.
Yeah, they just have to
So
like.
I think that
in the
would be an
wall.
easy thing.
But like your
That
stove,
doesn't appeal to me that much.
I feel like that's only good if your sink
that's
is further
cool.
from your stove. Like
That's
literally,
true.
I
Mine's
stand
not.
at my stove and I can turn
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
reach the sink.
Yeah.
I'd rather get something else than that. But if my sink wasn't close to my stove, I would 100% do it.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to do some junk in the trunk?
Yeah, let's do.
All right. We ready?
We're ready.
Ooh.
Peanut butter pop.
Peanut butter popcorn from Sprouts.
What is it?
This looks good. I'm going to try some of this.
I just have to say,
Creamy
Jenna,
peanut butter.
all of these were purchased before you told us about the
I'll
carb
try
thing.
a bit. It almost looks like it's not.
Steve is going to, well, I don't know. He's been on a health kick, but maybe he'll try one. He loves peanut butter. You hate peanut butter, Christina.
Yeah, I didn't try it, but I got one for my Steve,
What is that?
and he really liked it.
I love this.
Like, he wants more, but the thing is, it was on clearance, so I don't know if it's going like where they're not going to have it anymore, or if it was just that week or something.
This is
It's just
so
peanut butter?
good.
Like it's peanut butter puff.
Creamy peanut butter, cane sugar, tapioca syrup.
It looked like it
Popcorn.
wasn't going to be popcorn inside, though. Like, I thought it was like
It's
some
not.
sort of a puff, but Steven said it
Yes.
was popcorn inside. What is it? Is it popcorn or not popcorn?
Wait, let me bite in half.
I guess it is popcorn.
I think it's just weird ball
No, because there's no
shaped
corn.
popcorn.
It contains oh, hold on. Let me reread this. No, it does have popcorn. There it is.
No, it's popcorn.
I was reading. There's like a little thing that says like contains. Like I was reading that and not the actual
Oh.
ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is popcorn.
This
good.
is so good.
Only 19 carbs with 12 grams of added sugar. Thanks, Christina. So helpful.
Okay, we're gonna have to go
Wait,
non-food next time.
Well, no, I'm doing Mondays, right?
You're doing Mondays, and my next one is also food because I got it. I get a bunch at a time.
That's smart.
We're on food kick, guys.
I love this.
That's really good. That needs to go somewhere else. Like to my diabetic brother-in-law. That's where we'll be sending that.
no, it doesn't, Jenna.
Give it
Don't
to the
enable.
kids.
Don't enable it.
Wyatt will
Serve it.
inhale this.
You could serve it as an Easter treat if you don't have anybody
it's
allergic to
vegan.
peanuts.
I'm gonna bring. Oh, is it?
It's vegan. I'm going to put this out on my little appetizer table.
I might bring this or get more if they have it to
We have a
bring to
cousin
LA
that's vegan,
for
and she
Ashley.
loves sweets. So this will be all right.
Oh.
I won't
Oh,
give it
no.
to the diabetic.
She's deathly allergic to cashews. I can't.
Who is deathly
It says
allergic
may
to
contain.
cashews?
Or no, not cashews. Oat. No oat in here. Ashley. She can't do dairy, so usually like vegan treats are her thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're good. That's really good. So you just walk around Sprouts and you're like, this. Well, you probably looked at this and said, this sounds nasty.
No, I saw it was on sale and I thought, oh, Stephen would like that. And then I was like, oh, I should buy some extra and put it in the junk because you guys like peanut butter.
It is really good.
Jenna, do you want to do test drive?
Yeah, sure. Oh, this week test drive is about a week we have coming up about Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh,
So some tips and tricks for your Teacher Appreciation Week, because let's be very real. We need to show appreciation to these people who make pennies and deal with our children all day. So here are my tips. I know our school and your school do like a themed week and kind of give some guidance on, like, we do like a letter one day, flowers one day, and kind of like help that along. If you don't have that, you should do that. Like, even just like it can be really simple. A simple gift. They love gift cards. They love notes. Like, you don't have to be crazy. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Things that you can also do are like Amazon gift cards. There's always stuff on Amazon they want. If there's a coffee shop nearby, like we have a Wawa that's right across the street and a lot of the teachers go there. You guys have Starbucks by y'all's school. Simple, easy. Things that I would stay away from are apples and pencil covered things, because I feel
towels.
like, yes, they like
Christina does not
candles.
like the
yeah.
Oh
Like
wait, no, you like the embroidered stuff. Like, you like the personalized stuff.
I'm okay with personalized.
It was Courtney that was very against getting the
but these
personalized.
She
things
likes
you get
everything
like
with
a
a
lot
monogram.
Like,
Yeah,
you get
you
a lot
do.
of mugs, candles, hand towels.
Yeah, like
a lot of
end
them.
cap items at Walmart. That's what, you know. And then that's really nice, and do whatever you can do as a family. But I like to give things that are kind of like, this year back to school, we did paper plates, napkins, and utensils, and tied them up with a cute bow, put a gift card to a restaurant on it, and it was like food and like dinner and dishes are on us. So that way it was like something they could use but not take up space.
And Jenna always makes me an extra
and
couple
just
for my
add it on.
teachers.
I'm all about a good gift card.
Steven's teacher loved it though.
Yeah, it's easy, and like they don't have to use it right then. One of
mine did. Mine wrote me. She goes, I just put my order in Olive Garden in, and I'm going tonight.
Our school does, like, our PTSO does the favorite things letters, like favorite things list. So that way you kind of know what your teacher likes. Like Wyatt's teacher, one of them, he's a bit of a goober. I would say it to his face. It says specifically on there, his favorite restaurant is McDonald's or Culver's. So that's where we're starting. And it says, I do not need a single drink container. I have enough. Because that is like a go-to gift. Like, they don't need any more cups. They don't, I've done like plastic Starbucks cups with a Starbucks gift card in it. So it looked cute, but it wasn't something they had to keep.
Yeah. Back when Tervis was like really big.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, I have so many Tervis cups. And I liked them and I used them a lot, but like so many.
How many does one person need?
Right.
Not that many.
Yeah, so many.
But then they have really cute tags on Etsy for any gift you could want to give. You can put a super cute little tag on it. And then one thing that I make sure we do every year is write a handwritten thank you note to the teachers about like how grateful we are as a family that they have, because they're spending hours and hours with not just your child, but like 20 other of your child, which to me sounds terrible. That's not something I would ever do. And I get asked every year to substitute. No, thank you. I do not want to be stuck in a classroom with children. So it takes a very special person to do it and do it right. And I think that showing that appreciation is so important. So if you can't afford to do anything, just a note, write a thank you note to them. Have your kid draw a picture.
I will say, like, the notes from the parents, honestly, those are the best. Because you kind of like have a general idea of what parents feel about you. Right. Based on how they interact with you. You know how they feel about you.
Right. Yeah.
But it is really nice when you get a note that says like, hey, you've done a good job. We've enjoyed having you. Those are very nice to get.
Yeah.
We
for sure.
Like, we were at Universal not too long ago. It's the Mardi Gras. and it's like jazz music is playing and Louis Armstrong comes on, and Wyatt's like, that's Louis Armstrong. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, excuse me? He's like, oh, we've been doing a whole jazz thing. So I messaged his teacher and was like, hey, like, this was really cool to see. And her response was, that's really neat to hear that he's taking like a once a week lesson and bringing that home. And, like, it's really, for them, I think it's nice to hear that. And my only other tip is, if you don't know the teacher, don't send any homemade food in.
Because just don't do it.
That's kind of weird. And there's a lot of dietary restrictions. And if you don't really know the teacher and have like a relationship, I would stay away from that. Don't waste your time. Make sure it's sealed.
I'm sending in my homemade sourdough tomorrow.
You have a relationship with the teacher. That's different.
You're okay, like, Christy, but I will agree with that in general. And it stinks because you feel bad, first of all. Right. You feel really bad for not eating it, but also the things you see in school with the kids and like, you just don't know.
Yeah.
And so no matter how good the food looks,
right,
the chance of me throwing it away is very high. Yeah. And then feeling guilty for throwing it away also. Right. So sometimes I would find someone who just literally doesn't care and would eat anything, and I would give it to them.
Yeah, I would say
it's hard to find.
There's people that would not care and would eat it.
But like my kids' Christina. Teacher, no,
but not the majority of teachers. I'm going to be honest. Right. The majority of them will not eat it. They won't.
Yeah. Like my kid's teacher, one has celiac, so I'm not sending a dang thing into you because I will not be responsible for you having any medical issues. And then the other one, he is so picky. So we make holiday crack for every holiday. And my sister gives it out to teachers. But I, this year, didn't give it to any of Wyatt's teachers because they're picky and they're, they have issues, other, allergy issues. But I would just be leery.
Is good. They're missing out.
I know. It is so good.
It is really good. You know what would be good in that crack, Jenna?
Yes.
Just saying.
I was going to do Easter crack and I didn't get it together in time. But I also don't need to eat that. So happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Have fun with it. Yay. Write a little note. Make a little letter.
Christina, did you know our schools are doing the same theme?
Oh, are you? You're doing the same theme as us?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe you should tell me what you're doing. Are they doing better things? Do you know what they're doing?
No, I just remembered what she had told me that a while back. And I don't know why it didn't click when you told me that's what we were doing. And then I thought about it. And when I saw Jenna the other day, I was like, are you guys doing this theme? I go, we're doing it too. And she's like,
I have zero to do with it. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious theme to use this year.
What did we do last year? Taylor Swift, right?
We did Taylor Swift
that the year
last
before?
Year. Yeah.
So we always do Swift. A big.
Yeah, I think our one last year was a red carpet. It was all being on the red carpet. And
when will this air? Can Jenna tell you
what
she's
just
doing?
Looking. Yeah, it's gonna air. I mean, it'll air the week before Teacher Appreciation, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I would be okay with it, but I don't know if you would.
I don't know how secretive it is. I have nothing to do with it other than my sister.
Don't say a word. We'll have to talk about it next week.
Put it in reverse. We'd like to talk about. But
here's our theme.
But all right, that's all I got.
Good tips as always. Okay, so my Florida Moms is brought to you by Plant City Word of Mouth.
Are you a member of that?
Is that
it's
a
public?
Oh.
No, but my buddy, actually I'll say it, Ava lives in Plant City, and she screenshot this and put it on her Instagram stories.
This is the first time you've actually publicly called out the group.
It's public. It's a public comment.
Okay.
Anyone can see it. Plant City Word of Mouth. I won't call out the person's name, but if anyone wants to search it, they can see it.
Oh, they didn't go anonymous?
No, definitely not. And you'll see, they did not go anonymous. Ready? All caps. Unacceptable. 3 exclamation points. Back to regular caps now. I moved to Plant City under the guise that it is a small, conservative Christian town. I was out in the town with my grandchildren and wanted to grab a bite with the kiddos, so we checked out a spot called Duke's Brewhouse. Do you know this place? Do you know this place?
Yeah. It's the wrong place to go if you're looking for conservative grandchildren dinners.
Yeah.
Now we're in all caps again, guys. I was so disgusted, I had to cover Paxton Lee's and Emma Lee's eyes.
That double name.
The butt cheeks we were greeted by.
Ooh.
Puking emoji. Puking emoji.
Ooh, that lady must have had some junk in the trunk,
We're not done. We're not down. Done. Okay, back to regular. We as a town need to get rid of such disgusting, unchristian establishments to protect and preserve the conservatism of this once beautiful town. We cannot allow this filth any longer. I want to start a movement to clean up Plant City because it appears to be becoming Tramp City.
All this over some short shorts at a restaurant? Like, just don't go there.
Right?
She was greeted by butt cheeks, Christina. The audacity.
So she's never been to like Hooters, obviously.
I don't think so, Jenna. I don't think so. No Twin Peaks. Wing House.
I said, Ava, if you ever see anything of this caliber again in Plant City word of mouth, please send it to me because this is perfect for my podcast segment.
But they're so nice and kind in Plant City. Obviously not her.
That wasn't very nice and kind, Jenna.
I mean, are they so conservative? Is that a known thing about Plant City?
They are conservative.
Here's the thing that I've been thinking a lot about lately. So back in the day, whenever that is, people did not move like they do today.
Right.
So like people from the South stayed in the South, people from the North stayed in the North. But now our generation, we move all the time. We're moving all over the place. So I feel like areas that were once heavily populated by just conservatives are now very mixed and vice versa.
Yeah. But we also have Google that you can look up where you're going before you go.
I mean, she needs to move to like Bartow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, Plant City ain't it.
No. But Plant City is becoming more popular because it is like a little small town. Like it still has that small town vibe.
All those towns are going to get more populated. Like as our area gets populated, people are just going to start moving more and more towards the center of the state.
I feel like I need to go to Duke's.
I know. We should meet up with Adam and go to Duke's Brewhouse and do a Duke's Brewhouse review.
There's one right over here.
Oh, there is? Let's go to the one closest to us.
Never even heard of it.
Okay, tell Adam.
The food looks good.
Like it's under 5 minutes from all of our houses. That's how
kids eat free.
Where is this?
We brought our kids there. Gosh,
Gosh,
dare I say it?
You expose your children
to
this?
The butt cheeks are out of control, ladies.
It says it's more of a bar than a restaurant.
If we go to Duke's,
it was like, it's like half bar, half restaurant, but they have arcade games, pinball and stuff too. It's like a sports bar. Go to watch a game or something.
Yeah. Where is it?
But they have some good weekday specials.
I wish we had time to go before the next pod.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing my short shorts.
It's at
they won't be shorter than the Duke's Brewhouse, though. They are shorty shorts, but it's right there. It's so
by the
close
laundromat.
To us. It's by the laundromat. We could throw a load in and eat some Duke's.
I am literally there every week for swim lessons. Let's go, guys. Field trip. And then we can give our review. Tell Adam. Get Adam on the line and tell him
we gotta bring him.
We're doing Duke's Brewhouse. Show him. I'm gonna send you this screenshot.
Okay.
And you can send it to Adam and
I gotta hook him in.
Heavily discussed this on the pod, and now we feel like we need to go.
Yeah, we gotta contradict our. Was it good food though when you went?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I think I had like a Philly cheesesteak. Steven had some wings. I was
gonna say the picture looked really good.
Yeah,
it was
good. Should we bring our children?
No.
Wait, no, not because it's Duke's, but that sounds so unpleasant to have all of our kids there.
Yeah, that does.
It's a lot of children.
It's a lot of kids.
A lot of talking.
All right, what do we got coming up this week? Besides
Easter.
making plans with Adam. Yeah, Easter. You guys aren't going anywhere. You're hosting. Jenna, you're hosting. Christina, are you going to your sister-in-law's?
I think we're going there, yeah, for brunch.
It's fun.
But I think this week we're going to have our first sleepover where kids are going to come sleep over at our house.
Ooh.
Whose kids?
Our friends that live in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
yes.
convenient. That's easier.
And it's Victor's birthday. And they've been begging me for
fun.
years to sleep over somewhere. So I think they don't know it yet, too. So it'll be a surprise.
Did you get
But
tents?
the kids' parents are good with it. They trust
The
you.
mom texted me at the beginning of the podcast saying, "Oh, we're not going to school Friday," because the whole Good Friday thing.
Yeah.
We're not going to school Friday if you want to do the sleepover Thursday night. So I think we're going to probably do it.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
it should
it's
be
like a
fun. And the
core
kids are
childhood
like,
memory.
it's two boys and they're well behaved.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to set up like downstairs air mattresses and tents and stuff and just let them stay downstairs and sleep down here and have like their own
That'd
little
be
fun
nice.
zone.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So
Let us know how it goes.
I'll have to report back.
Hopefully they
with not
sleep.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's very
But it's
easy.
good because you can like sneak on the stairs and check in and see what
Yeah.
they're doing. And
For sure. And also they live close, so like
If
I
it
don't know
goes
if they've
wrong.
had sleepovers, if
if they get scared
if
and
they
want to
get
go
uneasy
home.
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
That's fun. We're leaving tomorrow. We're packing up. Heading to Naples at my mother-in-law's for Easter like we do every year. Hopefully Steve's flights will all be good and he'll make it there because he's in China. So he's flying back from China.
That's a long way to go for 2
I
days.
can't believe he was only there for 2 days. I think the other people are staying an extra day and he
Still.
asked to leave a day early so he could make it
Mm.
to Naples for the weekend.
Is that his first time in China?
No, he used to go to school in Hong Kong.
Oh.
I
didn't
mean,
know
we
that.
yeah, it was during was it right before COVID? It was right before COVID. For 2 years, he got a dual business degree with NYU Stern and Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. He would go for like a week here, a week there throughout the 2 years.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this time he's in Beijing, so it's a little different. I think he's a little bummed because he still hasn't seen the Great Wall of China, even though he's been over there so much. And I don't think he would be able to sneak it in
Yeah.
on this trip.
Well, not if you only have
but
2 days. It's
Yeah.
quick.
yeah.
Not if he's got to make it for Easter and not get in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know, Easter or the Great Wall.
I would choose the Great Wall and a mad Christy. I'd be like, sorry.
And
I
Mad
gotta-
Christy.
Yeah.
Because I'd probably get over it.
All right, well, send me that screenshot and I'll send it to Adam to see if he's interested in
Yeah.
Dukes.
I'm sending it.
All right. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Between Carlines. We hope you got a few good laughs and we hope you'll join us again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Bye.
Between Carlines is hosted by Miss Christy, Miss Christina, and Miss Jenna. Music by Lindsay Henderson. Edited and produced by Miss Christina. Don't forget to subscribe and check back next week for an all-new episode. Thanks for listening.